Okay, so it's happened this morning. Today I've woken up in quite a deep depression. And really heavy depression. I used to suffer from depression a lot when I was younger, 95% depressed, 5% I could cope. Now I've kind of flipped that round. I get 95% I'm okay because of my strategies, but 5% of the time I can hit it hard. And today was one of those days I woke up. How do you know it's depression? No different from your other days. We are just suffering like a good one, because it's heavy. Heavy on the head, heavy on the body, massive negative mindset. So I just got into emergency. No mucking about. It's no this like I normally do, staring at my trainers for 30 minutes saying, oh god, I need to go for a run so I can have a good day. This is just straight to emergency action. Absolutely no phones, no consumption of media. Well, negative media. I do consume media and I'll come on to that. So no negative consumption of media, no news, no picking up my phone, checking the news, no Facebook, no nothing, no socials. Straight to trainers and then I get out for a run. It'll be a shorter run. You know, I'm 20 minutes into it. So just stopping to have a wee video and try and enjoy it and pick myself up and enjoy the run. So try and stop halfway through my run, see how I'm feeling and see if I need to go for more. So I'm going to do about 45 minutes today. And then probably 40 minutes, sorry, then I go back, I pick up my phone and I consume positive media. So I'll be on podcasts. So podcasts, I used to read, I can mind when I was younger, going to the doctors with depression. I trained twice a day at the time. I was a really fit guy. I was in the military and I couldn't work out, you know, you're supposed to stay fit, it beats depression. And go to the doctor and all they wanted to do was give me tablets, and I was like, there's no chance, I'm not taking tablets, not my age, 23-year-old, I'm not taking there must be another way. And I started to consume books. I don't consume books so much now, I mainly consume podcasts, and that's what I'll do when I go back. I'll put on podcasts, things like Steve Bartlett, Tony Robbins, or an audio book even, and stuff, you know, listen to people who've been successful, their struggles, because we've all struggled, we all suffer. Even the most successful people, and it's just nice to know when you hear these super successful people, like I was listening to Gary Vee the other day, or Mel Robbins having an interview, and their struggles in life, they've really struggled, and the tools that they've got to help them through it. And yeah, that's basically that's my medicine today. So it's physical suffering followed by some intellectual suffering. So physically listening to things, taking the time out of my day to educate myself and remind myself that, you know, this isn't going to beat me today. So if I get this suffering in, I know that I'll lift this depression. But it's a sore one, you know, and take it from me when you see people say, oh, it's, you know, there's an argument about clinical depression and things, and you know, I suppose when I was younger I could have been diagnosed with clinical, well I was given, they were wanting to give me pills, but I believe you can, you know, rather than being a victim and letting it, you suffer, for the vast majority of us we can do something about it, which is exactly what I'm doing now. And I'm testament to that. I say, oh, but I'm different. No, you're not. I was 95% depressed on the point of suicide. Absolutely wanted to end my life, it was so bad. But, you know, I got my arse off the couch, and for me the hardest thing wasn't physical fitness. You know, for a lot of people it should be, you know, getting out and doing that training. For me it was mental fitness. I wasn't educated, I was horrible, I was evil, I had really bad opinions, I was, you know, I wasn't a nice person because I had lazy education. So I then went on to suffer through education and started reading, consuming books like they're going out of fashion. And I still read books today, I still read really challenging books today, like things like Dostoevsky. I haven't got a clue about 50% of it means, but you know, the more I do it, the better I get. And that's raising my bar intellectually, and that really helps me, and that will help me today. I'll raise my bar intellectually as well as get my physical fitness out of the way, and we'll beat this depression. So 20 minutes in, I feel better. I'm still kind of down, you might see it by looking at me here. I'm still a wee bit down, still feel a bit terrible, feel a bit sorry for myself. So we'll get another 20 minutes in, and then I'm going to get the headphones on, and I'm going to, you might be thinking, why not just get the headphones on while we're running? I can't do it, I can't run and listen to things at the same time. I just like to listen to the wind, listen to the birds, you know, listen to the out here it's the dogs barking. I just like listening to the world when I'm out and being in the world. So yeah, so just go and get my run done, stay focused, lift this depression, Don't let it beat me. This is how I turned from 95 depression to 5% depression, because I don't let it beat me any longer. I've got my emergency action plan, which is really bad, which I've done this morning. Just get myself up and out. This is the 3rd of January. So I need to lift myself as well. It's my wife's birthday today and she deserves the best version of me. So I need to get out and I need to get my attitude right and then get back, make sure she has a special day. So yeah, let's get after it. Speak to you later. So I'm out, as I said, shorter run today, and I've just been drawn towards this little beautiful church. This little traditional Canadian church, absolutely stunning. It's got a wee cross there. I think I was talking about it yesterday. Jesus on the cross is a metaphor for life, you know, suffering. As he suffered on that cross, and he was the Son of God, so the chance of the rest of us got, again, not a religious study, so don't be giving me hassle. But aye, quite poignant that I've been drawn to this, and actually I'm going to sit and I'm going to have some conscious thinking time. Normally sometimes what I do is you know, you hear about a lot of practice of being grateful. However, when I'm quite down, I sometimes avoid that because I think I'm not worthy. But I don't know, I'm just going to be here, and I've not put pressure on myself, but just enjoy this little bit of beautiful architecture. Aye, weird, I was drawn towards it, but aye, we'll get through it and keep the mind right, and we'll get there. Aye, keep the mind right. The mood is lifting, you know. I'll do a wee video on beliefs once, you know. I suppose I believe in something. I've never really thought deeply about it. I think the metaphor of Jesus on the cross is a poignant one, and I do think about that. And I have read the Bible as well as I've read the Quran, and I like, you know, the stories are just compelling stories. So my mood is lifting. It is working. Still a fogginess there. So we'll do it when we get back. I finish my run, no pressure on the run today, it's just to get this mood lifted, get out, have a word with myself, go for a wee walk actually for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to do my podcasting. And we're going to get after it. It's going to lift it and we're going to get after it. Because that's the way it is. That's the way it is. So thank you, Lord, I suppose, for this beautiful church and this beautiful experience. Meant to be, I would imagine. Okay, the run is done. To be honest with you, I haven't quite lifted my mood yet. I went for a wee walk. But yeah, it's a wee bit different from the other days. So the reason I suffer the other days and whinge about it is for days like this, for when they come around. And but now I know that I've done my run, I know I'm going to be able to deal with it and have a better conversation with myself. I'm going to go and listen to my podcast, and I know that this will pass. Now, without all the stuff that I do, you know, going out for the runs and having a rant and whinging about it and doing the physical and mental suffering, these days would be longer and harder. So this day, it will pass. I am feeling better, but still not as much as I thought I might, but that's fine. We'll read the book, we'll listen to a podcast, and we'll get there, because I know it'll pass. I know this will pass. It's just a day, it might be just a couple of hours. I'm determined it'll be a couple of hours, and I know I'll get to it because I can see myself focusing on it today, and I'm in a lovely climate, and I can rest the rest of the day now. So that run today, it's not about getting out, doing a time. It was just about getting out. It was just about feeling that emotion and getting out and taking it and tackling it on the front foot. All the other stuff that I do is for this day when it comes, and it's came today, and we're going to get through it. So, you know, first part done. Going to have some water, have some fruit, have some mindfulness, feel the weight of this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get the podcasts on, and then we'll just take it for there and we'll get through it, and that is what it is. It'll pass, whether it passes in a couple of hours, whether it passes in a day. But if I didn't do all the other stuff, I'd feel like it would never pass, and it would roll on into the next day, the next day, and the next day.